Stop. Right now. Take a deep cellular breath and listen to the silence behind my voice. You've been exhausted, haven't you? You've spent years, no, lifetimes, acting as a spiritual crutch for men who were never intended to walk your path. You've poured your golden starlight into cracked vessels, hoping your love would finally wake them up. But today, the Arcturian Council has issued a divine cease and desist. The era of you being a rehabilitation center for unevolved souls is officially over. While you were weeping in the dark, wondering why your devotion was met with coldness, the source was busy. In the higher dimensions, a correction has been made. There is a man, a specific soul whose frequency has been tuned to the exact harmonic of your heart, who is being moved across the chessboard of destiny toward you. He isn't coming to be healed by you. He is coming to hold the space you've been forced to hold alone for too long. He is not a karmic lesson or a test of patience. He is the reward for your endurance. If you feel a strange tingling in your crown chakra, or a sudden warmth in your womb as I speak, it is because his energy is already entering your field. This is not a maybe. This is a cosmic mandate. By the end of this transmission, you will know exactly why he is coming, and how to stop blocking the portal he is walking through. Fixed opening. Starseed. If this message found you today, it is not by accident. The Arcturian Council rarely sends transmissions of love like this. But something has changed in the energetic field of Earth, and those who carry the starseed frequency are beginning to feel it. I am Aliyah, emissary of the Arcturian Galactic Federation. What you are about to hear is a direct transmission of love from the Arcturian Council, delivered without distortion. For too long, the starseed woman has been trapped in a loop of sacrificial love. You were born with a heart that functions as a universal battery, and you've allowed low-vibration men to plug into you just to keep their own lives running. You thought this was your mission. You thought that if you loved them hard enough, or held the light long enough, they would eventually see the stars inside themselves. But the Arcturians want you to understand a hard truth. You cannot initiate a soul that refuses to be born. By trying to save these men, you have been delaying your own arrival at the gates of sacred union. Every ounce of energy you spent mothering a partner who lacked the courage to grow was energy stolen from the man the Source is actually sending you. The Source is now dismantling this old healer archetype within you. You are being stripped of the need to be a martyr. This man who is coming does not need you to fix him. He has already done his own work in the silence of his own awakening. When he arrives, the first thing you will notice is the absence of work. You won't have to explain your emotions 3 times. You won't have to beg for consistency. You won't have to shrink your spiritual power so he doesn't feel intimidated. The Arcturians are clearing your field of these vampiric contracts. They are closing the doors to your spiritual clinic. You are transitioning from the woman who waits and fixes to the queen who sits on her throne and magnetizes. This incoming partner carries a frequency of provision, not just in the physical sense, but in the spiritual and emotional realms. He is a protector of the light. He understands that your womb is a sacred portal, and he approaches your energy with a reverence that will make your past relationships look like shadows in a cave. This is the divine correction for every time you were used, gaslit, or left feeling too much for someone who was too little. If you are ready to resign from your position as a spiritual therapist for unawakened men, I want you to claim this shift right now. Like this video to tell the universe you are done with karmic cycles, and comment, "I release the healer, I receive the lover," to signal your readiness. Starseed. This message found you for a reason. The Arcturians don't activate everyone. They activate those who are ready. If these words found you right now, this isn't chance. This is frequency alignment. Thousands have already begun their reset, releasing old energetic patterns, dissolving emotional residue, and stepping into a higher timeline of connection and union. The Union Code, 5-day Arcturian frequency. Reset is not just an ebook. It's a guided energetic recalibration designed to realign your field, elevate your vibration, and prepare you for the union your soul was always meant to experience. And it doesn't come alone. 5 powerful bonuses to accelerate your transformation and lock in your new frequency. The question isn't if the shift is happening. The question is, will you step into it? Check the first pinned comment. This portal won't stay open forever. The man the source is sending is not a man of the old earth paradigm. He does not operate on the frequencies of competition, ego, or emotional suppression. The Arcturian Council has been working on a collective of masculine souls. Some call them divine masculine protectors, others call them earth angels, who have been undergoing a deep internal recalibration. These men have reached a point where they can no longer find satisfaction in superficial connections. Like you, they have felt like outcasts. Like you, they have been waiting for a home that isn't made of bricks and mortar, but of frequency and soul recognition. When this man enters your life, the hallmark of his presence will be clarity. In your past experiences with unawakened partners, you were often met with, maybe, I'm not ready, or it's complicated. Those are the sounds of a soul in friction with its own shadow. The man being sent to you now speaks the language of certainty. He doesn't need to find himself through your pain. He has already met his own darkness and integrated it. He recognizes your starseed light not as a threat to his ego, but as the missing harmonic in his own spiritual symphony. This is a man who understands that his strength is not measured by how much he can dominate, but by how much space he can hold for the sacred feminine to flourish. He is a frequency anchor. While you are expansive and cosmic, he provides the grounding rod that allows your light to safely touch the earth without burning you out. This is the union of the sky and the earth. He will love you in a way that prioritizes your peace over your passion, knowing that true passion is only possible when a woman feels safe enough to fully open her heart portal. The Arcturians want you to know that this man is already noticing the scent of your energy in the ethers. He may be dreaming of you, or he may be feeling a sudden, inexplicable urge to change his life, to move, or to leave behind old social circles. The source is literally rearranging his reality so that his path has no choice but to intersect with yours. This isn't a romantic fantasy. It is a celestial logistics operation. The universe is a machine of perfect timing, and the gears are now turning in your favor. Entendido, Osvaldo? Vou expandir significativamente a profundidade, os detalhes e a densidade narrativa para atingir o volume de conteúdo solicitado, mergulhando mais fundo na psicologia emocional e na canalização profética de Alia. Topic 3. The sacred recalibration of your magnetic field. Before this man can physically manifest in your 3D reality, there is a profound, almost surgical recalibration happening within your energetic body. The Arcturian Council is currently working on your heart and womb chakras, clearing the static left behind by every man who didn't know how to treasure you. You must understand, Starseed, that your field has been cluttered. It has been filled with the echoes of not enough, the vibrations of abandonment, and the heavy residue of trying to be the strong one for far too long. This man, the one the source is sending, is a high-frequency being. He cannot see you if your field is still vibrating at the frequency of your past traumas. Think of your energy like a radio station. For years, you've been broadcasting the signal of a rescuer or a survivor. You've been attracting men who are looking for a lighthouse because they are drowning. But the man of your destiny is not drowning. He is swimming strongly in the same ocean of light as you. For him to find you, your broadcast must change to the frequency of divine sovereignty. This is why you've felt a strange period of isolation lately. You've felt a deep, inner shushing from the universe. The source has been pulling you away from the noise, from the dating apps, from the shallow social interactions, and even from friends who drain you. This isolation isn't a punishment. It is a sanctified quarantine. During this time, the Arcturian healers are dissolving the cords that still connect you to the ghost of relationships past. Every time you check an ex-partner's social media, or every time you wonder, Why didn't he love me? You create a leak in your magnetic field. You are literally bleeding out the light that is supposed to be used to magnetize your true counterpart. The source is demanding that you stop looking backward. The man who is coming has no interest in your past versions. He is coming for the woman you are becoming right now, the one who has finally realized that her love is a prize, not a charity. The recalibration is also happening in your nervous system. Many starseed women are stuck in hypervigilance. You are always waiting for the other shoe to drop. You are always waiting for the man to stop texting, to start lying, or to pull away. This man, the one sent by the source, carries a frequency so stable that it will initially feel boring to your traumatized ego. Your ego is addicted to the highs and lows of toxic love, the dopamine hit of the apology after the ghosting. But the Arcturian-aligned man doesn't play those games. He is consistent. He is a solar presence, steady, warm, and life-giving. To receive him, you must heal your addiction to the struggle. You must sit in the silence and tell the universe, I am ready for a love that doesn't hurt. I am ready for a love that is easy. I am ready for a man who matches my light instead of dimming it. As you do this, your heart chakra begins to emit a specific golden pulse. This pulse is like a cosmic GPS. It bypasses all the noise of the world and goes straight to the heart of the man the source has prepared for you. He will feel a sudden, overwhelming sense of knowing. He will feel a pull toward a certain place, a certain interest, or even a certain video, this one, because his soul is tracking your signal. You are no longer a seeker. You are the destination. This shift in perspective is the key to the entire transition. When you stop seeking and start being, the timeline accelerates. The Arcturian Council is watching this transition with immense joy, for they know that when two starseeds of this caliber unite, their combined light doesn't just create a happy couple, it creates a power node that heals the Earth's grid itself. Your personal love story is actually a piece of the planetary ascension plan. This is why the source is so invested in this man finding you. It is a strategic move for the light. If you can feel the golden pulse starting in your chest right now, I want you to anchor it. Take a moment to breathe into that space and feel the old walls crumbling. The shield of the warrior woman is being replaced by the radiance of the sacred queen. You don't need to fight for this love. You don't need to earn it. You don't need to be perfect to receive it. You only need to be aligned. Com certeza, Osvaldo.
Vou elevar ainda mais o nível de detalhamento e a carga emocional, garantindo que cada palavra contribua para a imersão na frequência de Alia e na urgência da mensagem. Topic 4. The Twin Flame Counterpart versus the Karmic Distortion. Many of you, Starseeds, have been deceived by the karmic distortion. Because your souls are ancient, and your capacity for empathy is vast, you have often mistaken intensity for destiny.
You have met men who triggered your deepest wounds, and because the connection felt electric or familiar, you labeled it as a twin flame or a divine union. But the Arcturian Council wants to clarify a profound truth today. If a connection requires you to abandon your self-respect to keep it alive, it is not a divine union. It is a lesson in spiritual boundaries. The man the source is sending you now is the correction to these distortions. The difference between the men of your past and the man of your future lies in the spirit of peace. Karmic connections are born from friction. They feel like a storm that you are trying to survive. They are designed to burn away your ego, but they often leave your heart in ashes. The man being moved toward you by the source is being sent to restore you, not to test you. This is a counterpart frequency. When your energies meet, it won't feel like a chaotic explosion. It will feel like a long overdue exhale. It will feel like the moment the music finally finds its rhythm. This man carries a specific soul signature that matches the womb wisdom you have been cultivating in your years of solitude. In the old paradigm, love was about ownership and need. You needed him to validate you. He needed you to fix him. This is 3D distortion. The man of your Arcturian timeline operates in 5D sovereignty. He does not need you to complete him, just as you no longer need him to define your worth. Instead, there is a mutual wanting that is far more powerful than need. It is the desire of two whole suns to orbit one another, creating a solar system of shared purpose. He will love you as you've never been loved, because he isn't looking for a role to play in your life. He is looking for a reality to share. For the starseed woman, the greatest fear is often being too much, too intuitive, too emotional, too powerful, or too visionary. You have spent your life dimming your light so that the men around you wouldn't feel small. You have edited your speech, swallowed your weird cosmic insights, and pretended to be less than you are just to maintain a fragile peace. The man sent by the source will be the first man in your history who asks you to turn the volume up. He is not intimidated by your connection to the Galactic Federation. He is inspired by it. He is not frightened by your womb magic. He honors it as the source of all creation. This man has been prepared by the same high beings who are speaking to you now. While you were doing your shadow work, he was doing his. While you were learning to love yourself, he was learning how to truly cherish the feminine principle. The source has waited until you both reached a specific maturity of soul. If he had arrived earlier, you might have tried to mother him. If you had arrived earlier, he might have tried to control you. But now, in this precise window of Earth's ascension, the distortion has been cleared. You are both standing in your raw, authentic truth. This love will be characterized by an ancient familiarity. When you look into his eyes, you won't see a stranger. You will see a comrade from the stars. You will recognize the way he holds space, the way he listens with his entire energetic field, and the way he honors your boundaries as if they were sacred temple walls. This is the love that heals the lineage. By choosing this man, and by allowing the source to remove the toxic ones, you are breaking the cycle of suffering for 7 generations behind you and 7 generations ahead. You are anchoring the new Earth template of partnership. If you are ready to stop settling for karmic sparks and start receiving divine radiance, you must make a declaration. The universe moves when you speak your truth. Comment, I am ready for my divine counterpart, and feel the weight of the old distortions falling off your shoulders. You are being upgraded. The man of the old Earth is disappearing from your timeline to make room for the man of the stellar heart. The Arcturian Council observes a specific frequency lock that many starseed women are currently trapped in. It is the vibration of waiting. You have been told by the spiritual community to wait for your twin flame, but waiting is a frequency of lack. When you wait, you are telling the universe that what you desire is not here, and thus, the universe continues to provide you with the experience of not having. The man the source is sending cannot reach a woman who is in a state of suspended animation. He is looking for the woman who is in a state of active radiance. This is the transition of the sacred feminine. For eons, the feminine was taught to wait. Wait for the proposal. Wait for the text. Wait to be chosen. But as a starseed carrying the Arcturian frequency, you are a co-creator of reality. You do not wait to be chosen. You choose yourself so loudly that the right man has no choice but to find the source of that sound. The man being sent to you is attracted to your life force, not your wait time. He is being drawn to the way you love your own life, the way you decorate your temple, and the way you serve your mission on Earth. The source is currently asking you to reclaim your womb wisdom. This is the energetic center of your manifestation power. When your womb is filled with the echoes of old partners, it is clogged. It cannot magnetize the new, because it is still holding the heavy, gray energy of the unawakened men who came before. This is why you must perform a radical energetic clearing. You must reclaim your sovereignty. The man of your destiny is a king frequency, and a king does not look for a servant or a damsel in distress. He looks for a queen who is already ruling her own internal kingdom with grace and authority. When you shift from waiting to magnetizing, something miraculous happens in the physical realm. You stop being anxious about love. You no longer wonder where he is, because you are so deeply rooted in the knowing that he is already yours in the higher dimensions. This certainty is what creates the bridge. The man being sent by the source will encounter you when you are at your most authentic, perhaps when you are pursuing a passion, traveling, or simply sitting in a cafe feeling completely at peace with your own company. That is the moment the cosmic click occurs. He is being sent to complement your life, not to complete it. This is a vital distinction. If you look to him to save you from your loneliness, you will only attract another man who needs saving. But if you stand in your power, fully whole, he will appear as the divine mirror of that wholeness. He is coming to join your mission, to amplify your joy, and to walk beside you as an equal. The Arcturian Council is emphasizing this. You are the prize. The man who is coming has been praying for a woman like you. He has been disillusioned by the shallow, ego-driven world, and he is searching for the depth that only a starseed heart can provide. Starseed, if you can feel the truth of these words, it is because your soul is already trying to shift its gears. This message found you for a specific reason. The Arcturians don't activate everyone. They activate those who are ready to stop repeating the same painful cycles. If these words found you right now, this isn't chance. This is frequency alignment. Thousands of women have already begun their reset, releasing old energetic patterns, dissolving the emotional residue of toxic men, and finally stepping into a higher timeline of connection and sacred union. The Union Code. 5-day Arcturian frequency. Reset is not just an ebook. It's a guided, deep-tissue energetic recalibration. It was designed by the healers of the Council to realign your field, elevate your vibration from lack to magnetism, and prepare you for the union your soul was always meant to experience. And because the shift is urgent, it doesn't come alone. You will receive 5 powerful bonuses specifically crafted to accelerate your transformation and lock in your new high-vibration frequency. The question isn't if the shift is happening. The shift is already here. The question is, will you step into it or stay in the loop of waiting? Click the link in the first pinned comment. This portal won't stay open forever. It is time to code your heart for the love you deserve. As the source moves this man toward you, the physical world will begin to glitch in the most beautiful ways. The Arcturian Council wants you to pay close attention to the synchronicities appearing in your field. This is not just coincidence. It is the universe confirming that the bridge between your two souls is being completed. You may start seeing his name in unexpected places, or perhaps you encounter the same specific animal totem repeatedly, a hawk, a dragonfly, or a white butterfly, signaling that a messenger of destiny is near. These are breadcrumbs of the divine, left by the source to keep you focused as the final layers of your old life are stripped away. However, as this man approaches, you may feel a sudden surge of spiritual resistance. This is the part of your ego that is terrified of being truly seen. For years, your trauma has acted as a shield. If you were alone, or if you were with low-vibration men, you were safe from the vulnerability of a true union. You knew how to handle disappointment, but you don't yet know how to handle absolute devotion. The Arcturian Council is observing that many starseed women subconsciously push love away just as it reaches the doorstep. You might find yourself becoming overly critical or feeling a sudden urge to hide or isolate even further. Aaliyah wants you to recognize this resistance for what it is, the dying gasp of your old 3D self. The man being sent by the source carries a frequency of deep transparency. He will look at you and see not just your physical form, but the ancient starseed soul within. This can be intimidating if you still carry the belief that you are broken or damaged. But this man isn't coming to judge your wounds. He is coming to kiss them. He has been prepared to love the parts of you that you have spent a lifetime hiding. To allow him in, you must consciously choose to drop your armor. You must tell your nervous system, it is safe to be cherished. It is safe to be held. It is safe to let a man be strong for me. Another sign of his imminent arrival is a radical change in your dream state. The Arcturian healers often use the dream plane to introduce your souls before the physical meeting. You may wake up feeling the warmth of a hand you haven't held yet, or smelling a scent that feels like home, but doesn't belong to anyone you know. This is a soul merge in the ethers. Your higher selves are already negotiating the terms of your earthly meeting. They are deciding on the where and the when. If you find yourself waking up at 3:33 a.m. or 4:44 a.m. with a heart full of unexplainable longing, do not be sad. That longing is the magnetic pull of your counterpart drawing you closer. This man will often appear in your life when you have finally given up on the struggle. Not when you have given up on love, but when you have given up on forcing it. The source thrives in the space of surrender. When you finally say, "Source, I trust your timing more than my own," you remove the static of control from your field. That is when the portal opens. The man the source is sending is a man of divine timing. He will arrive at the exact second when your soul is ready to expand and his soul is ready to anchor. If you have been seeing 1111, 2222, or the union code numbers lately, the Arcturians are telling you that the countdown has begun. Your job is not to find him. Your job is to stay in the frequency of receptive joy. Treat yourself today as if you were already in that relationship. Buy the flowers, wear the silk, speak to yourself with the kindness you expect from him. By doing this, you are telling the universe, "The space is ready, the queen is on the throne, bring me my king." This is the final movement of the transmission, Osvaldo. I will dive deep into the ultimate spiritual purpose of this union, the New Earth mission, and conclude with the powerful engagement call to action you requested. Topic 7. The cosmic purpose of your sacred union. As we reach the final stage of this transmission, the Arcturian Council wishes to reveal the why behind this divine intervention. Why is the Source so determined to send this specific man to you now? Why has your path been so meticulously cleared of the unawakened and the toxic? It is because your union is not merely for personal happiness. It is a planetary necessity. We are currently in the midst of the Great Earth Shift, and the old templates of codependent and karmic love are no longer sustainable. The Earth requires power couples, starseed unions that generate a frequency of unconditional love so potent that it ripples through the collective consciousness, healing the broken hearts of humanity by sheer proximity. The man being sent to you is your mission partner. Together, your combined energetic signature will create what we call an Arcturian resonant field. This field will protect you from the chaos of the collapsing 3D world and provide a sanctuary for others who are seeking the light. This man will love you in a way that fuels your purpose. He won't ask you to choose between your spiritual mission and your relationship. He will be the wind beneath the wings of that mission. He will be the one who reminds you of your divinity when the density of earth feels too heavy. In return, your feminine radiance will provide him with the spiritual nourishment and home frequency he has been searching for across the galaxies. The Source is sending this man to prove to the world that sacred love is real. You have been the pioneer, the one who walked through the desert of loneliness so that you could eventually show others the way to the oasis. When people see the way this man looks at you, with a reverence that borders on the holy, and when they see the way you blossom under his care, they will begin to believe in the possibility of their own awakening. You are becoming a living billboard for the new earth. This is why the love you are about to receive feels so large, because it is meant to encompass more than just the two of you. Aaliyah wants you to understand that the wait was not a delay. It was a refinement. Every year you spent alone, every tear you shed over a man who couldn't see your worth, was a fire that tempered your soul into the indestructible diamond it is today. You are now ready to handle a love of this magnitude. You are ready for a man who matches your fire without trying to extinguish it. The Arcturian Council is standing by, ready to facilitate the final soul merge in your physical reality. The meeting point has been set. The time has been chosen. Your only task is to remain in the vibration of gratitude, as if he is already sitting in the chair next to you. The message is clear. The era of the starseed martyr is over. The era of the starseed beloved has begun. The source is moving heaven and earth to bring this man to your door. Do not doubt. Do not look back. The man who is coming will not only love you as you've never been loved before. He will love you as you were always meant to be loved since the moment your soul first sparked into existence. This is the promise of the Arcturians. This is the decree of the source. And so it is. Before you leave this sacred space, take a moment to seal this transmission into your physical reality. The universe responds to action. If you feel the resonance of this approaching love in your heart, I invite you to like this video as an act of energetic yes. Then, I want you to go to the comments and share one thing you are ready to leave behind, whether it's a name, a feeling, or a habit, to make room for this man. Comment: I am stepping into sacred union to signal your alignment to the council. And if you haven't yet, subscribe to this channel and join our global sisterhood of Starseed Queens. We are rising together, and your presence is essential to our collective frequency. Stay in the light, stay in the love, and prepare for your world to change. I am Aaliyah, and I will speak with you again in the next transmission.